alive, still alive. That's the slogan motto for this video, this whole thing. It's been crazy. 2025 is just, gone crazy. We got a new president in office, and people were making hard decisions in America, and the economy's still on the rocks, and the phone starts ringing like it usually does this time of year, and we start getting calls. And so I wanted to take the chance to show what contractors, I at least, go through, even when I charge $150 consultation service fee to come out. How, sometimes it can even be worse. And for instance, in the first video, I was asked blatantly in front of several people in there if I was a 150 guy. And, they were blatantly wrong that I was supposed to be there 2 days prior. And I found out that that was the truth, the case, that we had scheduled it for that day. Excuse me. And then the second one was, we just weren't interested in the job, and I was accused of still wanting to charge her when I'd said nothing about that. And I said, no, we're not charging you. But I was still treated indifferently, and very, very rudely. And so it was, both situations didn't work out. So that's, what I'm trying to say is what we go through out there and how I react in the field when I'm driving and get out of the site and into the truck and onto the next situation.
Okay, so I just got out of Monsters Inc. They had scheduled up for me to be there today at 1:30, and they said that I was a no-show. And then the girl asked me, "You're the one that charges 150, right?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "No, we went ahead because you didn't show up. You were a no-show, so we scheduled you up for, we scheduled somebody else for the job." So that's what you got to go through. I didn't call over here in advance. A lot of times I will, but we'll find out when I get back to the home office whether or not we had this scheduled right or not. Not going to leave any bad reviews or anything like that, because we didn't do business with them, but I did tell the lady that she was wrong. So I trust my administrative assistant better than I do the customer in those cases. They weren't very friendly. And then the other job I went to was just a few minutes ago, about 30 minutes ago. I went by and looked at McGuire's, and the person wasn't there to meet me, and they had just walked out the door. They were supposed to meet me at 11, and I was there at 11 o'clock sharp, and they had just left. And the lady said that she didn't have any checks. So before we can send them an estimate, we will be sending them a bill to be able to move forward with the quote. So these things happen. We end up going to all the way an hour drive both ways is 2 hours into Tulsa and back home to bid these jobs. So that's why we charge $150. It's reimbursed upon approval of the bid, and we never charge them again in the future for any estimates. The estimates are always free, but there is an initial consultation service fee that we started back in 2019. And I just thought it was funny that the lady had to take that jab at the $150. So, we'll find out whether or not that's true or not, but I don't think it is. So since I'm here in town, there's not really much left for me to do but head on back to the Ponderosa and get over to Wellington. All right, we are in. All right, we are in Claremore, Oklahoma. There's a guy getting ready to go out on his motorcycle. Nice day for it. So I came here right after the tornado last year, there was a huge tornado hit this town. It was historical. It took out a lot of this area here, and it ran all the way through northeastern Oklahoma. We were in the tunnel that night taking cover because we didn't know which way it was going to turn, but it did come right straight through this area. Claremore, I was over here on my motorcycle the next morning, and it was a mess. This whole area, you can still see remnants of the damage. A lot of new roofs. There's a church up here on my right. It was completely destroyed. It's been rebuilt from all the outside of the exterior of it was destroyed. But we're going over here to look at this job for this guy. He says he's got 2 doors that need to be installed. They've got them on order from Lowe's. They're steel doors. And then they're exterior doors. And then a single door that needs to be looked at to be repaired. And it's just right here. We're coming right up on it, a couple of minutes away. Well, I am so upset right now. I just now left that job site, and I told the lady I wasn't interested in the job because she was trying to put residential doors in a commercial application, and I just wasn't in agreement with it as a contractor. She was wanting to put all these fancy glass doors in a brand new brick cinder block building with brick cinder block rough openings, and she was going to purchase these, or had already purchased, I guess, these residential doors from Lowe's to go in it into a barber shop. And you know, we just don't do things that way. And I told her I wasn't interested in doing the job at that point because I didn't really understand, you know, why her carpenters had even attempted to do it in the first place, because it looked horrible. And she wanted me to fix that too, and I was like, no ma'am. And so she's like, well, are you going to charge me the $150 now, I guess, now, and you're not even doing anything? And that's when I, you know, lost it. And I told her, no ma'am, we're not charging you anything, and I'm not interested in doing the job. And she, you know, got pushy and said I was raising my voice. So she had some big guy on the job site that she called over to sick on me, and another great big guy. And I won't tell you what transpired from there, but they got an earful. And I've contacted the contractor to tell him that he still does at this point owe me the $150 because of the way I was treated over there. I don't know what's wrong with people, but they are totally disrespectful anymore. People just think that they're entitled to talk to you however they want, and you can just, you know, get out if you don't like it. That was this lady's attitude. It was horrible. And yesterday I got ripped off on 2 jobs in Tulsa. The people weren't even there at the first one, and the second one they said that they had somebody else. So from now on, they're going to prepay in advance the consultation service fee. If they don't have a card or any way to pay, they'll have to figure out a way to get me the money before I schedule up an appointment to go look at jobs. Because living an hour away from anything to go look at anything, and an hour back home every day is, you know, $60 worth of gas minimum. And that's, you know, just going straight there and straight back. So we're gonna have to change game plans on this whole thing. It's getting to be crazy. The phone's blown off the wall, and these people don't know. They complain about the $150 to come out initially, and they get that credited back to the job if they win the job. But most people don't even get past that. They're rude and they hang up.
And so that was our video compilation of what we've just gone through just this past week, but we've got others that unfortunately have happened. But, you know, we do have good jobs going. We've got the Broken Arrow job going. We've got the arches being done right now by Brock and his shop. And things are looking up. We got a couple other good customers going on, and that's, you know, another good reason why we try to look for good customers and just stay alive. in 25, just to see where it's going to go in the next 4 years. See if we're going to get back up on our feet here and, actually, I'm building something to build this country back up so that we can all have, America the beautiful back and within our grasp, and we're living the dream of America. But anyways, I could rant on about that for hours, but that's not what it's about. It's about just you guys tuning in, checking it out, and seeing what, we contractors go through, even when we charge for a consultation service fee, even when we charge for estimates. I've watched so many videos on this, but it still can come back and bite you.